My first build was actually to mimic the idea of this stuff and transfer it to here. Let's skip this part. So then I installed the spring in here the way it's original, the way of having it like this. And that's why I have the notch in here to cut out. And when I had this spring on, it's very stiff. And what I had is I had this like in here, and it was attached somewhere in here at the beginning. And when I was riding, and I was just pushing it with my foot, and it opens the chute, and so it was kind of hard because the spring is pain in the butt. It's very kind of a strong, and that's what inspired me to get the motor driven chute and so it works very well. Basically, I'll tell you, it took me 2 hours to put that stupid spring the way it should be. I did actually figure it out how to put this in. Even if someone took this plastic piece off for any reason and wanted to put it back, very painful, you know. And I searched on the internet, and someone already asked that question, and the guy just answers like, well, you just insert a spring, and that was his answer. So yeah, good luck to insert it, and it's kind of difficult, but I'll show it to you what I came up with. It's possible. So that's what I got. Hello. Here's another homemade build, that chute blocker that I got for my ZeroTurn. This one is the smaller version is a Z231 48-inch. I wasn't able to find anything online. I don't know if anyone makes this kind of a version with the motor in it, so actually I built it myself. Works very well. So you kind of you turn the key, and I installed that switch in here. So basically you push the switch, it opens up, and closes it. So yeah, pretty hefty stuff. Kind of liked it, how it works. This one is finicky stuff. That's silly. I try to mimic the plastic, you know, discharge cover, and the only way that I came up with is actually using just a 2x4, and I made the cutout so it holds the inner rod. Maybe later on I will change it to something more stronger. and that's why I made this kind of covers so it holds that wooden piece together, gives it a little bit more rigidity and not much stress to the wood itself. Then it's actually like a 45 cut on a deck itself, so I added a piece here to cover that thing, because what was happening when you cutting the grass, it leaves that strip along. So it still does very little. This was my first prototype that I made, and I got this one a little bit more serious. Yeah, it works very well. I like the idea, and I want to say big thanks to a guy on the YouTube. I think it's FSL Landscaping, and that was funny, you know, when I was building this one, and I remember his words. He said, well, a little bit of ingenuity and it's easy to make. Well, not exactly, but it's kind of a self-explanatory. So it's not that easy after you've done it. I mean, it's easier after you've done it, but it's not easy before the build. So there was a lot of thinking and some sketches, and so he actually welded it, his piece, to the gear. I made this like aluminum piece, and I just kind of tightened this bolt, and I got another screw that is penetrating through the tooth, and that's how it locks it. So yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, when you press the button, it's kind of hard with one hand. It opens up, closes down. Yeah, there we go. That's the build. So that's the Kubota Z231. There we go, guys. It's possible, it's doable. It just takes a lot of patience and a little bit of ingenuity. All right, peace, guys, and good luck with your builds. So take care. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. Basically, this side of the spring, that's going into that indentation on the deck, and this side, get a camera, and this side is gonna be end up in this plastic piece. So I'm gonna release it, and I'm gonna show you. So what you need is just a flat file, a pair of pliers, and so let me move this away. What you're doing is you are putting the file underneath of the spring, and try to be like, see the tip of it, like a quarter open. So you hold it with your finger, getting pliers. May not gonna happen with the first time, but I'm gonna try it. And you tension it like this. So this is what you're looking for. And that way, when you are, so you have to flip it like this. See, and this side going into the deck, the indent, and this plastic piece goes, I mean the upper, the longer side goes in a plastic piece. So that's how I did it. And what you're doing is you're inserting the plastic, and you putting the rod through the earpiece or whatever you call it, then you'll be able to turn it this way. The rod goes through the spring, then it comes out. You'll be able to adjust it a little bit. You kind of move it a little bit so it goes through the hole, and when it's there, then you can actually just pull the file out, and or in this case I'm just gonna unwind it. Just watch your fingers. So this is what I came up with. This is the only way for me that worked. Otherwise I got no clue how to, if there is any other ways of doing it, because this spring is very kind of tough. So what you do, you're putting underneath like this, you're holding with your thumb, getting the pliers, and you just wind this thing and kind of pushing under it. So, and that's it. So that's what I was gonna explain to you as a bonus. All right, give it a try. And I'm trying to, there we go. So basically the other way. Oops. Anyway.